Okay, what's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video and or live stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it has been roughly 16 or so hours since we've seen the next gen totally revealed. We did a great live stream yesterday. Thank you to everyone who could come to that. We watched the reveal of the commercial together on the NFL game, Sunday night game. And then made a video catching everybody up on some of the things that are available for the truck. I'm sure you guys have seen a ton of videos on YouTube about the next generation Tundra, as my timeline on YouTube has been inundated with everybody talking about the truck. So that's very good for Toyota and very good for the Tundra, because normally the Tundra doesn't get much coverage. In the 5.5 years I've been doing this channel, there's not many other ones out there, so it's good to see it getting a little attention. But today, after all of this, taking a ride, I got something to do. I just want to get caught up and talk a little bit about some of the things I'm pumped about. And there is a few things that I don't really care for on the new Tundra, but nothing too crazy. And then obviously I want to hear your comments, and we will talk about it going forward. There's going to be a lot of next gen stuff coming up in the next couple months before we actually do end up getting the truck. But before we talk about me, pause the video right now before we even start the video and let me know some of your likes and dislikes of the truck. So, first question people were asking last night after we saw the reveal and we know what's coming now. There's no more rumors, which is amazing. I'm done with doing the rumor game with the next gen. We've been doing it for years. It's good to see some facts out there. And another good thing is that a lot of my sources were actually very reliable, because I would say most of the stuff that we talked about for the next generation Tundra actually did come true. 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 and a hybrid option. We've been saying that forever. Some of the trims, you know, that we were talking about, everything is the same pretty much, just updated. As far as what I'm gonna buy though, don't get me wrong, I would love to get a TRD Pro. That's my #1 thing that I want. I really do like the Lunar Rock version of the truck, which you're gonna be seeing a picture right now. Lunar Rock, seeing it in person and driving a press vehicle Tundra around last year, I had a double cab for a week, Lunar Rock TRD Pro. I fell in love with the color. It looks great on the next generation TRD Pro. So that is something, that's my #1. That's the thing I want. Will it be hard to get? Probably. Will it be extremely expensive? Most definitely. So I've kind of started to look through the range of some of the other trims out there to see, you know, if I can't get the TRD Pro, what else I would want to get. And there's actually a new contender at the table for that, all because of the pictures yesterday that came out. I will say, you guys know I love the 1794. So the second option on the table, hold on, you won't hear this much anymore. TRD dual exhaust, 5.7 liter V8, tons of power. Don't listen to anybody. If you're not feeling the next gen, go buy a current gen. You will be happy. Trust me on that one. But as far as trims, I like the TRD, or I like the 1794 TRD a lot. I don't know at this point, day one, if I'm much of a fan of the next generation 1794. So far, I'm not a big fan of the giant chrome grille, which I feel like is an even bigger grille than what is offered in the current gen. They got rid of those orangish, dark tan seats, and they went with more of a lighter seat, and I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. And some of the interior points on the truck are that same color, that almost like a really light beige, where I feel like after owning the truck for a while, all of the points where that beige is would be very dirty. And that's one thing I would not be a fan of. My one thing with the TRD, or excuse me, I keep saying TRD Pro, with the 1794, the one thing that I absolutely loved was the color of the seats, the interior. It was different, it was unique. It made people either go, wow, I really like that, or ew, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. And I know they want to sell trucks, but I can't believe they don't have that option. That blew my mind. So I was really disappointed in the 1794 with some of the things with that. So I don't know if the 1794 is in the cards for me anymore. One of the big surprises for me that I actually really liked, and this will all come down to the pricing like we said, I really liked the Limited with the TRD Off-Road. The TRD Off-Road wheels for the next generation are the best looking wheel I've seen from the next generation so far. Better than the Pro. There's a 20-inch TRD wheel option when you go Limited or $17.94, and it's an 18-inch TRD wheel if you go SR5 TRD off-road. I really like that Limited. There's a little bit of chrome on it, nothing too crazy. You know, it's there. I'm not a big chrome guy, we know this, but it's not overdone, and that's a big thing for me. And the TRD wheels made everything a little bit better. I'm going to be very specific in how I build this Tundra and make sure I get exactly what I want, because I don't want to buy another truck for a while. I want to keep this thing for a while. I definitely want the hybrid. That's where I'm at right now. You know, I'm not looking at it right now, so I'm going to put up the image. I'm probably going to be wrong on this number. I think the horsepower was either 437 or 439, and the torque was up in the 500s. That's awesome, and that's just fine. I'd be happy with that. No problemo there. That's getting near the Raptor numbers, which is pretty cool. So a hybrid is the must. There's also an option of a 12-inch digital gauge layout. Totally want that. That looks awesome. And I gotta be honest with you, that TRD Pro interior looks really good. We've seen that there's that red option. I don't know if that's available on all the different color options, but I've also seen a black interior, and they have Toyota right above the glove box, like the Heritage Toyota image. I think that's so cool. It's the same thing that's on the grille in the front of the TRD Pro. They really did a good job on the interior. I think the biggest win for Toyota with this truck is the interior. The towing's up to 12,000. There's no V8, which I know will make a lot of people mad. But overall, I think they did a great job with the truck. It's definitely relevant where everything's at as far as, you know, the half-ton market. Will it take the #1 spot? Probably not. Ford F-150 is the king of the mountain there. And I always say in my live streams, you know, Ford puts their money into that F-150. That's their bread and butter. Toyota has a lot of bread and butter vehicles, and it's good to see the Tundra getting some attention when it's not their main focus. So, you know, I'm happy with them modernizing everything. Is there things they could have did different? I'm sure, but you know what? It was a really well done truck as far as the next generation. I like what they've done as far as the spy shots and the mule photos, and will they do this? There's now a 6.5-foot bed option for the Crew Max. You guys have been asking for that for a long time. I just want the 5.5-foot bed and a Crew Max cab. That does fine for my needs. But if you're someone that does work with your truck, you may want that 6.5-foot bed, because maybe you gotta, you know, have a crew with you and you need the bed space. So I applaud Toyota for finally doing that. That is one of the big things you guys wanted. But for me, give me a Crew Max 5.5-foot bed hybrid. That is the guarantee for me. All the other stuff I can work out along the way. But right now, just as we're talking, really am gonna try to get a Lunar Rock TRD Pro. Obviously it's hybrid, because the TRD Pro only comes in the hybrid. You got to let me know how you feel about that. I saw some people in the comments in yesterday's video not really a big fan of that at all. I heard people were a little annoyed at the fact that there's not an engine option for the TRD Pro, but it is what it is. That is the truck. That would be awesome, but I also don't want to pay 75 grand with a massive markup for that truck, and I'm just guessing on the price. We're sitting in a 2020 TRD Pro right now. If you're new to the channel, by the way, welcome aboard. This truck was $56,000 MSRP. I paid for it. If it's around 56 to 65, I would be happy. I mean, there's a lot of new stuff on this truck, or on the next generation, so you're gonna have to pay for all that new stuff. So if it's a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a uptick in price, 3 to 5 grand, I'm in. But if it's insane in the 70s and going into the 80s and stuff, I'm just gonna go Limited, and I would be totally happy with the Limited. You know, as long as I could get the things that I want in it. I like the big infotainment screen deal that they got going on. I think I'm not a big fan of the giant screens, but I feel like they integrated it well into the dash. The whole dash layout for me is a W. Big win. There's nothing I dislike about the dash so far from what I've seen. But yeah, the Toyota with the Pro, the way it says Toyota over the glove box, sold me. Just that one, putting the logo there, I don't know what it did to me, but that was absolutely awesome. Red seats, I'm good. I mean, if I got the white with the red seats, I guess that would be cool, because the white with the red seats is kind of a, you know, a Toyota thing as far as what they did when they launched the Camry XSE V6. They did the same thing, white with the red. So, you know, if I had to do that, that would be cool. But the Lunar Rock just looks so, so good. I'll obviously keep you updated along the way on what I'm doing, but I want to hear what you're doing. It's not about me, it's about you. Are you going to buy a next generation? What trim will you buy if you buy the next generation? And what are you most excited about? I got to be honest with you, the gauge cluster, the digital gauge cluster, was one of the things I didn't know it was coming, and I'm totally pumped about it. So that's my big win. That's what I'm doing so far. That is just an update, and I will keep making videos on the next generation, and we will figure out where we go from there. But until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe and be well.